YouTube. It's Brother Dennis. And to God I give all the glory. It's cold down here in North Carolina. And unfortunately, remember the baby that was in that pigeon, in that nest right there? Well, I came out here the other morning and somebody told me, they said, hey, try taking the sibling out the nest and maybe the parents will feed the baby. You give them some one-on-one time. So I did that. I took the baby out the nest and I gave him some one-on-one time with the parents. And I came back about 10 o'clock that night and his crop was full and he was looking good. So I left him alone and went back in the house. And I came out the next morning about 10 o'clock and he wasn't moving, he was unresponsive, but his crop was full of food. And I didn't understand. And then I reached down to pick him up out the nest and I felt the cold air coming out the vent right here. And realized when I picked him up, he was frozen. And he's unresponsive. And then I realized the mistake that I made was I didn't put the foster parent or the foster brother or sister, the sibling, back in the nest with them, because I believe that he was shielding him because his bigger body and his feathers were shielding him from the cold. And you know, pigeons have something to nestle with, cuddle with, and keep body heat. And the parents, with pigeons that big, they don't sit on them no more. They feed them and then they move on and they go lay other eggs and they do pigeon stuff, but they don't incubate or keep the babies warm anymore. So I put that baby in my pocket and walked around with them because I was going to throw him in the trash can. What are y'all doing? Stop making, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are y'all doing? What are you chewing up over there? Stop it. So I was going to put him in the trash can when I finished my chores, and I walked in the house and I forgot that he was in my pocket. So I came back outside to throw him in the trash, and one of his eyes was open and he was moving around a little bit, and he wasn't quite dead, so I couldn't throw him in the trash can. So I brought him in. I didn't know what to do with them, so I put the baby in another nest with two babies that were smaller than him. Now, a couple days before, like 2 days or the day before, I tried to put him in that same nest, and he wouldn't let the other babies eat because his eyes was open and their eyes wasn't. So he had the advantage, and he didn't fit in with that nest. He didn't fit in with this nest. I didn't know what to do with the little guy. I just couldn't throw him in the trash can. So what I did was I put him in the nest anyway. I went inside and I wasn't feeling well. I felt like he was dead. I felt like maybe I could have did better, and thought about all the ways I went wrong and all the kind of things that I overlooked and didn't take into consideration, like, you know, the cold at the night and all this and all that, and letting them have the eggs on the floor to begin with, which I can't make pigeons lay the eggs in these boxes, right? So, like, this pigeon game is like crazy. It's like, I don't know, but some people would have just throw the baby in the trash and not even said anything, but I don't want anybody else to, I want somebody to learn from this story. I want somebody to learn, like, you know, maybe I can help somebody. That's the whole idea, to help myself, help somebody. And yeah, so that little baby was in my pocket. He was frozen. I put him in the nest, and I came back out that morning when I woke up. The next morning I woke up, I came outside, and it's, you know, it's a long walk to the loft when you realize that, man, you killed well, not you killed, but you're gonna find a dead pigeon, you know. So when I came onto the other side, lo and behold, I really didn't find a dead pigeon. It was only by, I guess, a miracle or a gift of God that the little fella made a full recovery. And he's a little smaller, I guess, than these guys. But these guys now, they all have full crops. Yep, they all have full crops. And he got a new foster family. He's with the Joes now. I call them the Joes because the mother and father that are raising his babies here are from Lily's Loft, Joe. And I added the baby, and I actually banded him too yesterday. He's big enough to get banded, that little baby. And guess what band number he is? Lucky number 313. Right? And when you have a bird like Broken Leg, who has a broken leg and goes on to win a couple diplomas and races hard for you, it's hard to not get attached to some of these birds. And it's hard, you know, not getting attached to some of the underdogs, you know. Look at all that poop. I gotta clean that. These are my oldest pigeons here. That's their mother, already down on another set of eggs. It's been cold out here in North Carolina, man. And lucky number 7, well, actually lucky number 13. Yeah, so I'm gonna call this guy Lucky if he makes it. Lucky number 13. And I don't have all the answers, man. I never said that I did. I'm just trying, man. I'm just trying to make it past go. He's actually a little bit smaller than these babies, and he's like 3 days older than these babies. But you know, hopefully they can make it to adolescence, make it to their hopefully they can make it, man. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say that he's still here. He or she, it is still here. We're still hanging on. And, you know, sometimes, man, it takes stories like this to give you new motivation and, you know, I don't know. I'm just babbling, man, but, man, that's a crazy story. This guy's back from the dead, bro. He was dead in my pocket. And if I'm lying, I'm dying. In Jesus' name. He had one eye open, one eye closed, and I went to throw him in the trash can. And I just could not do it. Just couldn't throw the little guy away. And I'm so glad I didn't. And you know, if you're watching this video, you know that band, number 313, is going to make some noise. Because that's just how things work. Yeah, you guys special already. Guys, we're hanging in there. I got my first, actually, that's not my second round. That's not my, actually, these eggs down here are actually the second round because this is where his egg was. That nest bowl, his nest mate rolled out on the floor and froze. And so I fostered him. But, so those are our second round, technically. Second round here. I got 3 second round bowls outside there. I don't know if you can see, but I'll walk y'all out there. We'll go out and look at the outside birds real quick. I just have to be careful because it's icy and my dogs are out and rambunctious. Yeah, see, they're feeding. They're feeding. And the thing about these birds here, they was gifted to me. And I didn't pair them up individually. I just let them pair together. And I don't know if I have 5 cocks or 5 hens. I thought I did. But I think some of the hens are immature. And I think some of the hens are bonded with other hens. I don't know. Joe's going to help me sort it out when he gets time, but he's dealing with it a lot. So my condolences or with him, prayers or with him. And plus, I got to figure some of this stuff out on my own. That's the thing, man. I can't just keep, nobody has time to be babysitted or whatever I guess you call it. I got to come back because this is, My lock here is getting, I gotta get some WD-40. So my lock is starting to, that bolt action is starting to freeze up or rust up or something. But let's walk over here real quick without falling down. It's ice, it's snow out here on the ground, guys. It's really like snow-covered ice or ice-covered snow. Watch out, guys. They think I'm gonna feed them something. That's why they're doing that. That's why they're trying to, they want eggs. Sometimes I give them eggs. Sometimes I give them like scrap hamburgers and stuff in the house that we don't eat. So they beg. They do is they run under my feet. They attack me. They do all this crazy stuff because they want me to feed them. They eat the pigeon seed. And it's like, I gotta get these guys a chicken coop. But yeah, I'm supposed to put a small chicken coop back here. So the plan was for the chickens to clean all this stuff up down here. But see, I've already got a second round. I put that bowl out there just in time. They got an egg back there. Hey, Mr. 500, get out the way. That's an Adrian P. bird. There's an egg in that bowl. I see it right there. Egg in that bowl. The two youngsters are up there. They're starting to build a nest. These dudes are idiots right here. I don't like it. They keep pulling the nest pad out the bowl. I guess that's my fault. And these, they finally laid a second pair of eggs. Their eggs went bad. But I have to deal with this guy here, this nest real quick. So I'm gonna get off I'm gonna get off of here, deal with that nest. But I just wanted to tell y'all, man, and show y'all that. Never give up on somebody, man. Never give up, man. Never, no matter how bad things get, no matter how many mistakes you made, no matter what goes not your way, things can just, every day is a new beginning. Like every day is a new beginning. Like literally every day is a new beginning. And when you go to bed at night thinking the worst, and you go to sleep and you wake up the next day, and guess what? New hope. New beginning, you know, regardless of your faith, regardless of, you know, your financials, your health, every day's a new beginning. Just trust. And I choose to trust in God, so there we go. So everybody have a good night and stay warm.